Alright, hey guys, it's me again with another drawing tutorial. And this one, as you can tell by the title, is going to be about squares. Now before we start, I'm going to go over the three different types of squares. And the most common one is the box square. As you can tell, it looks like a box. And the second most common one is the block square. Looks like a block, you can tell the difference. And the third, which is kind of rare, this is the book square. It's kind of hard to find, kind of rare. Worth a lot of money if you find one in the wild. And before we get started, I want to tell you some history of the squares. Now, squares are probably one of the hardest things to draw in mankind history. Like, nobody's ever been able to draw one perfectly. Everything else is really easy peasy compared to squares. They were invented by Robert Downey Jr. That's what the history says, history book about squares. Their first reported, the first reported square in a history book was in 1954, around the Vietnam War. So that's kind of fun fact. But I'm just going to get started. I'm going to use my drawing tool, which is a tiger with a penis. And just to make sure I'm oriented. Okay, alright. So the best way to do square is to start with a circle. If you don't know how to draw circles, I did one in my last tutorial. And from here, you have to start over. That's why this is here, so you know what not to do. Alright, so you just go one line. Move that. Okay. Don't want to mess up. Second line. Perfect. And, oh yes, if you're wondering, I'm drawing a book square because they're most valuable. Okay, let's redarken that. Just go across. Alright, now this is you should be doing it in the exact same order I'm doing it so that you don't mess up, don't have any crazy questions to ask. But you just go top, side to side. And that's a square. Very simple, well, not very simple, but this is a book square. You can tell. Book square. Very hard to do. If you can do one, just send me a response. I'll judge it. I gave this one like a 4 out of 2. It's pretty good. So, alright. That's the tutorial for today on the book square. Tomorrow I might be doing the other squares. Probably not. I hate squares with a passion. But hey, I'm gonna end this with my penis thing. And yeah, I'll be off.